Sodium is death, and also life. Many of you here in the audience, when faced with the element sodium, would be more or less expecting a presentation on sodium's reactiveness, or perhaps its unique properties, but no. I am here to simply resolve a 20-year-old conflict between humans and sodium itself. Sodium has been consumed by humans in its most popular compound, sodium chloride, since the beginning, in only small amounts, resulting in humanity's overall health be good. You see, sodium, when in the body, can help with an enormous amount of things, some of which are boosting brain function, helping our cells reproduce, but most importantly, regulating water. And I say this because without water regulation in the body, these two things, along with any other organism in the body that requires water, would not function properly. And this works because, if you'll notice, sodium has one valence electron, causing it to be very reactive. One of the things that it reacts with is water. When they react in the body, water is taken away, therefore causing the amount to be regulated. Now, what would happen if in the last 20 years, humans start to consume more sodium in their diets? Well, I think you can put two and two together to see that a lack of water can create an extreme burden on the heart. An extreme burden on the heart is not something that you want to have, because not only does it open the door to things like heart disease, but also to things like stroke. Now, how does this happen? Well, for starters, sodium is found solely in lots of pre-prepared foods. Foods found on shelves. Foods like canned soup, for example. Foods that people nowadays are consuming more of. Why? Sodium is a great storage product. And it is this because sodium can kill bacteria with its reactiveness. And people have actually been using this method since the 1700s on ships. So why is it that only in the last 20 years these problems start to arise? Well, for starters, if you look at the people who sailed on ships, they were not the majority of the population back then. And also, people did not spend their entire lives on ships, therefore did not spend all their daily lives consuming such salt-rich foods. However, another reason is that sodium can make foods taste a lot better. Without sodium, we would not have our breads and meats and fish. Well, that's welly seasoned, of course. However, the problem with this, mainly, is that people tend to over-season their foods to make them both addicting, people want to eat them, and also to make them taste better, which you will see in this example coming up. However, the third and final problem is that sodium is misconceptualized into only two categories. No sodium amounts, which, by the way, is just as worse as high sodium amounts. With exactly no sodium in the body, water levels will rise, arising new problems with organs and laboratory. And as I mentioned before, high sodium amounts cause an amount of problems on the heart. So what's the solution? Well, it's as simple as extending your view. So when you do, you will see that there is a third category to this, a balanced amount of sodium. An example of this would not be eating 4 cheeseburgers a day, now would it? But it also would not having a salad every meal. And I conclude by saying that sodium is death and also life. So in other words, we need balance. Thank you.